Hello everyone, welcome to Stratosphere 129. This is Danny, the same person that commentated last Stratosphere, along with that. Uh, Welcome everyone, happy Sunday or Monday, depending where you are. And looks like it's a small tournament today, as it seems like 12 people have signed up, but still a decent amount of players, like decent players, decent amount. So we'll definitely get some top player action soon. And since this is a small tournament, as it is top, has 12 players in it. So that means it's an A plus silver tournament, meaning that only 1 through 6 will get 1 through 6 will get points. So if you're not in the top six, yeah, so if you're in the top six, then you will be getting some points, but it's only small, but still significant to rankings, especially since I believe this is the last qualifier for this first part of the TWC circuit. As after this, at the end of April, um, the first 16 people will be invited. So, so yeah, if you're near the border, if you if you are if you are near the border in the tournament, or if someone has already secured a spot, uh, you're in for a good treat soon. Anyways, we'll start our match with Agar versus Sybil. Yes, Agar takes the warm-up round. Yeah, C2 versus C3. Um, both playing similar in APM and PPS, so it's probably gonna be a bit of it's probably gonna be a bit of a slow game. The low players are really good when it comes to timing. Um, Main event is in September and early October, I believe. So yeah, there's still a bit more time to qualify. Um, only the first 16 people in the circuit so far will be invited. There's still more chances to qualify through June, July, and August before the main event. So there's still definitely some time. Rhaegar at the top right now, and doesn't have the right. Oh, never mind. As I say that, Rhaegar does find a down stack. It's still dangerously at the top, and having to make some quirky decisions, but they're still able to get out of it. So boss does have a clean well. There's some clean garbage. And, and now Hagar has a clean stack as well. Well, not. I mean, Hagar already had. I mean, boss was already at the greens at the top. Hagar did have a nice clean. Hagar takes the first point of this set and the first point of the tournament. Hagar looking to build up something here. Though being being combated by some guard sent over from some bolt side. Some bolts does have a well, and it will put Agar in trouble, but Agar is able to get out. And Shabol's in a situation at the top needed to skim a little bit. We'll try to fix that up quickly. They still have to clean a little bit, but they're able to open up the well. And Agard has a clean stack to work with right now, as they have back-to-back 8 Surge. It could be a deal breaker, but Agar has to break it, unfortunately. And right now, Box is at the top, and, not in danger now, as they open their well now, which could be significant. But Agar able to have a clean board of their own, but now it's at the top right now. And oh no, yeah, a bit of some messiness at the top from both sides. I don't. They were trying to tuck in that T at the bottom, but I guess they misdasked it. It looked like they misdasked it, as there was another open hole on the right side. So it didn't go well for them. I think they were trying to do a T-spin. So far, Agar has a 3-point lead. Both the Bolts has to the Bolts has to wake up a little bit. They're gonna want to compete. But so far they're doing their best. I mean, like some mistakes happen, but so far they're doing their okay. Oh, they got caught off guard there. The Bolts will take a round. They're they're now on the board. So Bolts timing a bit there to try to tank Agar. And supposedly is looking to build some surge, but I think with that stack they're gonna have to cancel it. And right now Agar is trying to build up their surge with back-to-back 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Send it off. And yeah, I think not enough pieces to get to the eye. And they just fall a bit short from the final skim. So Agar will take up another point. Oh no. Agar at the top. And so both has a nice clean well to try to manage it and try to build something here, and they executed perfectly, cutting the deficit to 2 points. It's 2-4. Okay, both is timing once again to try to tank Agar, and it did work off for a little bit. However, Agar still survived it, but they are in a bit of trouble right now. And oh no, I think I like Agar trying to downstack it and try to skim for survival, but I think there was also a TSD opportunity there that they could have probably survived with. Not sure they saw it, but I think it was there, so that way they could still live for a little bit longer to try to avoid death there. Nice sequence from Sabolts. I think they're setting up for a TSD in a bit of a quirky one. Oh, that they had to do that I 180 to try to kick that T in. Unfortunately, it didn't go well, as they did some really weird decision making with trying to set up that TST. As a result, that gave Agar the opportunity to try to capitalize off of it. Also the mistake. Alright, so Agar sent some attack over to the Bulls. Keeping them push for a little bit. We're finding an opening on the right side. Hagar skimming a little bit to try to get back to the ground, trying to find a nice comfortable position to try to build something. Oh, that's looking very troublesome, and that's enough to knock out Agar. Not able to get to the eyepiece in time, so both will take on the fourth point. I cannot calculate rooms, but they did cut down the deficit to one. They're close to tying it up. Oh, and that did not look good for the Bulls right there. 4-6 Agar. I think Agar's trying to time a little bit. Able to get some garbage, but it's not significant though. But this garbage is significant for Agar to manage. But it's enough to put. Oh no, Agar was trying to skim, but it ended up blocking their well, and that put them in a risky position to try to skim even more. Just when they had the eyepiece, it was already too late for Agar to try to come back. So Sabos will take the round. Nice downside from Sabos. However, Agar is at a lot of messiness going on right there. Sabos will tie it up 6-6 now. Our first close match of this tournament so far. There's definitely more to come. We're just getting started right here. Nice green from Sabos, and so is Agar as well. Agar has a nice clean well. Sabos also has a nice clean well, but their well now looking more having an advantage. But so does Agar as well. And all yeah, Agar out pressuring the Bulls there, giving them a bit of a garbage disadvantage to try to skim. Try to not let them skim or get out of there. So the Bulls is at the bottom right now. Agar is trying to fix up their stack a bit. Nice side spin from Agar. But this stack from the Bolts will be something. They do a nice skim. Couldn't get the quad though, but it's still enough. So Agar now has a nice stack. Yeah, so I was looking to skim this. And right now Agar does have some cheese. It's gonna be a bit messy to get out of from, but is uh, Agar is known to get out of situations like this. Good down stacking and just able to think of other possible options. when it comes to down stacking. And this shows right here, they were able to get out of that key situation. Nice tank from Sabolts to go for the T spin and give Agar some garbage. Agar's giving this down to try to find something comfortable. Sabolts is looking to build Surge right here. Has to cancel it, but it's still significant though. However, not enough to KO Agar. Agar with that nice ice spin. Pulling that Mistra from Agar. That didn't go well as planned for Agar. And so both ties it up, capitalizing on the mistake that Agar made just in time. So it's tied up once again. So both at the bottom. Agar a bit pushed up, but still has a nice well. It, and Agar just sending it all. And it was a bit of a risky take to go for the TSD. Like, I see what they were doing is they were trying to do the TSD to try to mitigate a little bit of the attack. But in that situation, you would probably have to take the skim route. So Veigar takes the lead once again. And Veigar dealing with some skim with some cheese right now. Able to get out of there just fine. Sabola's at the bottom, looking to try to find something comfortable to work with. Sets up that TSD overhang with the T piece. You know, do what you need to do to get the TSD. And they need to skim this as fast. As Agar is at the bottom, and they do have a quiet advantage with the stack. Sabos is trying to work through this at the top, able to find an opening. And Agar is at the top right now. Sabos looking to try to give Agar an advantage. Nice S-spin triple from Agar to continue on the surge. However, Sabos has a surge and is looking to downstack this to give Agar some pressure. Sending the surge and then skimming is always ideal, especially with Tetria's new meta that involves the surge and then canceling to try to either be on the offense or defend. And unfortunately for Sabos, it didn't work out. But I love what they did there with the surge and then had a bit of a power stack on the side to try to pressure Agar a little bit more. But Agar's bench is able to live through it in most situations. You want to have all down stacking. Also, thank you, Tetrim, for the raid. Hope stream was well. Welcome everyone. We're just getting started with Stratosphere 129. This is the first match of this of top 8, I think. So but yeah, you're in for some cool matches later on as well. So stay tuned. For now, so Bolton has back to back 9. Sorry, training. And Agar pushed up at the top. Look, has to try to skim this. And right now, Sabos has a comfortable stack that will try to give Agar some pressure. But Agar also has a good stack as well, and they will try to tank Sabos right there. As you know, with tanking, it helps them as they will get some garbage, and if they have, for example, a surge or like a power stack of some sort, it will really benefit. Oh, that misdrop from Sabolt, that's not good. Unfortunate for Sabolt. And Agar's at match point. We'll see if Sabolt will come back from this. I like the stacking from Sabolt right now. It's giving Agar some pressure right now, but is down stacking, proving that he has this ability to down stack from situations. Agar tanking that, and that will have Agar live that. You know, Sabolt is desperate to try to not let Agar run away with this win. Agar at the top, and Sabolt has a nice comfortable well. We'll see what Sabolt will do here. Agar down stacking, and it's Sabolt still building Surge. Finds an opening, and that will have a possibility to try to build even more of a Surge. Sabolt has to cancel it though. And Agar finds an opening with a TSS and a double quad. And now Sabolt is now at a disadvantage right now, pushed up at the top, dealing with some cheese. They're able to get out of there, but they're still being pushed up for just a little bit. It's one-on-one right now. Agar Agar having a clean stack. This might be it. And they weren't able to get to the eyepiece. Agar takes the first set of the tournament. The first set of the tournament. I am struggling with words right now. Forgive me, but yeah, GG's. GG is the first set of the stream top 8. Yeah, strong showing from Agar and Sabolt. Sabolt's trying to fight it at the end to not let Agar run away with it. But but Agar had other plans as they were able to live through Sabolt's pressure, especially with I believe it was 18 surge that Sabolt had. Um Sabolt ending up having cancel it, just thinking that I think they thought they had enough, but it did push Agar at the top, but Agar just finding an opening to out pressure the Bulls near the end, and that's what gave Agar the victory. As the Bulls was at the disadvantage afterwards. A bit of timing. This was Batches versus U99, I believe. And it's a bit of a slow game right now. I mean, enjoy the pace. It's a warm-up game. I mean, do whatever you need to do to try to be able to get ready for what's about to happen next after this. As Batches has, yeah, as Batches takes the attack from Hugh, and now we will moving on to the real deal. So both are similar in APM, in PPS, and versus score. They're both pretty similar in terms of skill from what's seen on the stats. So they have similar stats. So this might be another close game, a potential close game between you and Road to H rank, aka Bachas. You having struggled to kick the S piece in, able to do so, but they did misdrop their Z, which will be pretty dicey. And with the garbage they have, I think. Oh, are we gonna have a desync or is this a disconnect? Um. Oh, okay. I mean, that's one way to start the match, I guess. Unfortunate. You got hit with the DC cannon. There you go. We'll be waiting here. In the meantime, I do believe we have a commentator coming. Oh, it won't be me just this time. We will be getting a commentator soon. I wasn't paying attention, but I think that was Among Us opener that you did.
Oh wait, we're starting again? Okay, okay. Wait,
Yeah,
can I be heard?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, nice. All right. All right. Hi, hi.
Welcome, welcome. Come to commentary.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hang on. Oh, it's Saint Survival by Hugh. Okay. All right. Still going down. Unfortunately, too much cheese to handle. By the way, I'm neutral. We'll be dual commentating with Danny. Hi to the audience.
Welcome in. This is the second match of top eight, so
All
we're
right.
still starting.
I haven't missed out like a lot. All right. Bad
Yeah,
chest building up. Oh, Q didn't have
Batches.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Batches like out pressured Hugh as P Hugh didn't have a escape from that stack they had.
All right, we see stick spin versus STPC spin again. Beautiful well for bad chest to work with. he was forced to break this back to back.
Botches will
Okay,
break their surge.
still surviving though. Never mind. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, I mean, surge is really unpredictable. If one person's not aware of the attack coming, it also depends on the garbage too. So, I think Hugh had some cheese after,
Awesome.
which will probably be.
Yeah, and once again, Bachas had like perfect access to all the clean garbage and was able to like utilize them fully. Garbage RNG is like really unfavorable. Sus.
Okay, Botches.
And
Totally
they
fair.
ran away with it. This is illegal.
Dude,
And got
um,
a multiplier. All right.
well, as a result of that Among Us opener, Botches does deal with some misdrops and is really looking messy. Does try to skim with the eyepiece, but it's just not enough as Hugh
Yeah,
already has something in mind to try to not let Botches run away.
he had a really solid down stack there. Yeah. PC coming from Bachas. Ooh, what do? Okay, I thought it was gonna be DPC, but yeah. All right, now we're into the mid game as Q sets some garbage on top. Oh, what was that spike? Damn.
It looks like Hugh was going at their pace from what I've seen. As again, it's another moment where when Hugh was not aware of what Botches was sending. They were going their pace and Botches took advantage of it.
Hmm. All right, Bachas opted for the search break. Didn't do much to Hugh as he had the defense. All right, we're gonna start some more search building.
Both players are starting off with their supers now. Botches with 12. Hugh
Oh,
will send
he,
hers over.
okay, Hugh survived though. Oh, but I don't know if that was a misdrop, cause that was kind of an unfortunate, like O block on top of garbage.
I mean, in general, I mean, with blocked off wells, it puts a player in a predicament because their options are pretty limited.
Once again, Hugh broke search early. Oh, okay, this is some
Gotcha.
pretty insane search keeping from Batchas here, but also forced to break it. All right, now down stacking. Oh, already building a surge ahead of time. Let's
Gotcha
see if
looking to build surge.
Hugh can defend against this time around. Some very extreme pressure going on. 2
Yeah,
T spin and insane survival.
yeah. At that time, Hugh was prepared for it as they have a stack to try to tank and then try to escape.
Oh, this time
That was,
Hugh is the person with surge advantage. Okay, but Batchas was able to defend. Oh, wait. And still down stack. Alright. I think we're in a... Oh. I was gonna say neutral position, but... No, it's just pretty back and forth right now.
yeah, those look like that they're both trying to solve a surge chain.
Oh, what is that?
But
Damn. Oh, that's a sexy TSD with like the TST overhang thing. Damn.
yeah, unfortunately, execute the final T spin in time as Botches has countered Q.
This time, Batchas had a pretty unfortunate mm, cue, like an unfortunate cue. So the piece order wasn't right. So all right. Okay, now Hugh went ahead and have the surge advantage. Oh, but what is
That
this
bounce back.
41? Damn, 41 spike.
That was a nice sightseeing from Botches for that down stack, and it paid off. But it didn't quite pay off to put Hugh at a disadvantage as they were able to get out. But both are pretty much at neutral right now. But Botches still looking to all spin.
All right, Batches. Oh, that's a. Oh, okay. And he was able to get out of it. Damn. I was gonna say like barely survived it, but she's back down at the bottom of her board. Incredible.
Dicey there. I mean, with that type of stack, you would probably be panicking of trying to find a way out.
Yeah,
But
and
Hugh
now she's
managed.
at urge advantage as well. And she can definitely maintain it.
Yeah,
Had to break it. Yeah, from Batchess's pressure. And now Batchess is the person with an
whoa,
38
that's
spike. She's trying to find
deadly.
a solution. Had to
I think
waste the
they're
eyepiece there. Unfortunate.
with that bag. I don't think there wasn't another way as they had like two columns on the left empty, and with those pieces that Hugh had, I don't think it was viable to survive.
A valiant effort, but yeah, it was such an unfortunate cue. Once again, Batchess holds the cards, like the search cards. I mean, had to break it.
It did seem like they were trying to find a continuation, but yeah, I don't think they were able to find it, opting to try to power stack after the
I
surge.
spin into T spin. Damn, what a sexy setup. He was a pretty dicey. Yeah. Oh, they're able to defend. They're able to defend. Nice. Okay. All right. This is a pretty neutral. Yeah. Surge building. Oh wait, did Batchess misdraw?
Houston since their surge, Botcha's still trying to fix their stack a little bit, trying to find a way to try to all spin. But with those sequence, that just paid off right there. That
It's
was a
a
nice
really.
sequence. Yeah, that was a nice sequence from Botchas.
I never thought you could just keep back to back with that, but those eye spins make it work. Damn.
I mean, even for me, I struggle to try to I spin because I don't know much of the kick table well. I mean, I just do from what I know from memory with rotations. But yeah, the fact that Batches knows it well, just it's their key to winning, and it shows right here.
Yeah. The eye spin knowledge is paying off. He was left with this very messy. And Batchess had all the resources in the world to for the killing blow. GG.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Batches showing that like with all spins, with his all spins knowledge, and the fact that afterwards he could like skim and to extend the pressure even more, like puts could literally just put anyone at a disadvantage if they're not well aware of botches.
Batchess is All spit knowledge is something else. Damn. Yep. And so
Yeah,
we'll
very
see.
scary.
And so we'll see Batches again in what's it? Winners finals?
I I believe yeah, I believe yeah. Winners
Yeah,
finals.
because it was like winner semis just now. And so and previous winner was I wasn't here for a previous match. Was it Agar?
Yeah, it was Agar versus Bulge, I think.
Okay. So we'll see Batches versus Agar in winners finals. And oh wait, we're starting. Yeah, okay. We're starting the warm up for losers quarters already. So this is Sadly against Pangees. Wait, no, this is not the warm up. Oops,
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
my bad. I really need to like look at the look at what first two before speaking.
I mean, it gets. I mean, I can understand, especially since I mean, like when you're going straight into the match. I mean, especially since we weren't really paying attention just now to the scores, to the stats of the player, and so I guess we kind of got excited. If things happen when
Sorry.
we just didn't notice.
All right, I'll try to pay attention, like a bit more attention.
It's okay. I mean, I'm sort of sleepy. I'm sort of sleepy right now, so I'm so I'm having trouble talking.
Damn.
That's okay. But what's not okay is the fact that Statilia, I believe that's what's called.
Oh, Cecily.
Um, yeah,
I
they're
literally
pushed
don't know
up.
how to pronounce their names, but okay, hang on. Let me, because I'm. Is this one of the parts of being a commentator? You just butcher people's names left and right.
What happened? I mean, I couldn't even understand what the bolt's name was.
Well, anyways, back to
Sotilia.
the match. This, Pangesus, yeah, having a three, no, not 3 point, but yeah, 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I mean, from what I noticed from Panji is that they're really fast whenever necessary. Like if they have an LSD stack and they're in a comfortable position, they will try to fly, and it'll be pretty troubling for the opponent. Especially now that they have 15 surge and they could just send it anytime.
17 surge at, yep, 3.5 PPS. What more can you ask for?
And just like that, Panji's takes the fourth point.
That's a pretty rad opener. I think it's called the number one.
Really? But I didn't see her. I was looking away for a bit, but it did
It didn't matter
work out.
anyway, but yeah. Reggie's had the pretty solid 26 spikes too for the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Padre, like I said, is really quick when it comes to this. So if again not being aware, it'll probably cost you.
Oh, a bunch of misdrops on Panji's side. I didn't even okay, because I wasn't looking at their board, and I looked away for 5 seconds. I looked back, and I was like, okay, now these misdrops can't look good. But well, they fixed it all with a pretty, yeah, they fixed it pretty quickly with this major speed advantage that they have going on. No, but I say speed advantage, but Sadie has like is going with 2.8 PPS too, so which is definitely they can definitely keep up with Benji's.
Yes, for sure. And they seem to be doing a good job at it. I mean, try to time Panji's pressure and then try to send it back whenever possible.
Ooh,
But
and insane. That's a pretty insane like all spin sequence to continue back to back on Panji's side.
yeah,
That that looks beautiful.
for sure. And there's also another thing too because not it also depends on consistency. If how well the other player is doing. Like if Padres is doing really well and has that speed advantage, it's probably going to be tough for the opponent that's speed gap right now. To try to contend, but right now
Oh,
Saltillo is trying to is giving it an effort though, and it showed right here. Timing Panges and they will take the second point.
yeah, some really nice defense from Sadi's side, and that's a really. I think it's the number one, but yeah, it's really cool to see. Yeah, it's one of those like cool openers, but they also work. You know what I mean? It's not like sus.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
yeah. You don't show off with those kinds of openers. Like you can kind of show off, but they could still work.
Not unless of your batches.
Well, okay. Pangees is building up Surge, but it looks like Sadie has some defense going on. Yeah, some very nice like T spins and Tetris spikes should.
Oh no!
Oh, what's that misdraw? Damn.
That mission was gruesome. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately for Prejudice to end off with that round. But
Some
it'll be a quick
unfortunate.
point for Satulia. Oh,
Well, Pangees is really high on their board now, and yeah, this piece sequence is kind of unfortunate. Well, was able to get to the clean in time,
yeah,
and now
that eye skin to open up the skin worked off
yeah,
for
but
Boundaries.
oh, but now Sadie has like a lot of pressure. Was able to get the kill. Nice.
Yeah, Pudgy also almost had an escape. If they were quick enough to get to the other pieces in time, they had an escape. But unfortunately, Subtilia really quick about it. Capitalizing off of Pudgy's.
Pangees is the one with surge advantage now. Oh, and yeah, I think the spike that. No, never mind. Sadie was left in a pretty bad board. They were forced to waste eye, so they couldn't get down.
Pudgy's
Pangees is trying to
is
time.
timing.
Oh, they tried to time and they had a perfect well, but they misdropped the T spin. All right, we got an 18 spike going on, but I was gonna say it didn't do anything, but yeah, no, Sadie's in danger. We're gonna be in more danger after that Jameis drop. That's so
Oh,
unfortunate.
I think Satilia was trying to L or J spin that, but I don't think there was a kick right there. It seemed like unless they were trying to struggle, but it didn't work out as Panchis was quick enough to try to capitalize.
Oh, that's an unfortunate I misdrop, and Panji's
Oh,
has a lot
yeah,
of trolling garbage to work with. Yeah.
that's fatal.
Right when Pangees was about to like send this huge spike, and the spike did. Oh, we see extended STPC, and right now Sadie doesn't have. Oh, but this big well. Nice. Was able to utilize it. That's not an ice spin though. Oh, okay.
A bit
Pangee's board
shaky
is
at the top.
yeah. Didn't
Yeah, they
get
look.
to the big well in time.
Yeah, it looked like a bit shaky for Pandas at the top. They had a good stack, and they were really fast too. But in some situations, when you're really fast, it could probably cost you, as it might start to to shake up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. And that was the case right there.
Oh, Pangee's had a spike opportunity, but that's a pretty bad. Okay, was able to was able to get to the well. Oh wait, but Sadie also has this big eye dependency. Was able to fix it, but was forced to like break surge.
Oh. Panda's looking a bit greedy at the top. I think was trying to go a bit further, but had to try to bail and go for the STSD anyway.
All right, Sadie's now at the bottom of their board, trying to build up some pressure here. Oh, it might work. Or no.
Oh.
Or yes? Because, yeah, Pangees is looking a bit... Oh, no. Was able to get a Tetris from garbage. And now
They're-
Sadie's the one in
And they're
danger.
back at the ground for Pandas right now. But
Oh.
also Subtilia as well.
Big 25 spike. Oh, that's...
Oh,
Oh.
I'm not sure if that was a misdrop or that was a weird decision making there.
Yeah.
But it was
I
really
feel
fatal.
like they could have gotten away, but... Well, it's match point for Pangees now, so... Yeah, Sadie needs something if they want to keep going. Oh, some pretty bad misdrops? No. No, I say bad, but they were able to fix it quite, easily. Big 29 spike, but yeah, it doesn't seem to do much to Sadie.
Yeah, especially since Subtilia now has a clean board, and they'll try to utilize that to their survival.
Alright, Sadie's hoping to keep... No. Well, they broke Surge before I could say it.
That was a weird decision to try to make go for that TSD.
Yeah, okay, that was a real... Okay. They probably saw something else, but, well, they had to, like, stick to their decision anyway, and Pangees had the resources needed to finish the game right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like where Subtilia was going for, but I felt like I mean with that S right there, it really probably just compromise things, and it kind of showed right there at the end. GG's to both players. They did it good. I mean against Panges is really dangerous because Panges is really speedy, and when they're comfortable in position, they'll just go all out.
All right, well, we're heading towards our next match of losers. Oh, and okay, we're starting right away. I know to look at the first two now. This is not a warm up. Yep. Salenzo against Nuclear Bread. I'm pretty sure that that's how the names are pronounced, right? Like, correct me, people in chat, if I pronounce anyone wrong. I mean, Nuclear Bread, I don't think you can mistake that. Okay, so we see both players transition into LST. Okay, now Silenzo broke out of their LST. Broke Surge early?
And Silencio does have to deal with a little bit of a misdrop right there, having to clean up. But they're in a really precarious situation right now.
Was able to access clean, but is still struggling to survive here.
And yeah, I mean with the bag right there and the pieces, I mean they only have the eyepiece to work with,
And
and with
Nuclear
the
was at the bottom. Yeah, like Nuclear was able to send pressure as well.
yeah.
That might be a bit greedy. Okay. Silenzo has this 9-0 well to work with. They're still keeping back-to-back, but they might break soon. Yeah, because this board is not desirable, while Nuclear was able to defend.
Yeah, and Silencio's doing a good job at defending, breaking off the surge to try to make sure to not let Nuclear Bird try to attack even further.
Well, that's an unfortunate Z misdraw. And another
Oh, and
J misdraw. Yeah, that's pretty fatal. I don't think there's any way out of that.
Silencio would pronounce Salenso, if anything. Got it.
Wait, was it? Hang on. Oh, Silenzo? Okay, gotcha. I mean... Oh, Nuclear broke Surge?
That was like a
But
risky
Silenzo...
take.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're pretty... Not really... Okay, kinda neutral. Oh, but Silenzo with that bonus drop, which might... No. They were able to survive and fix the misdrops. That's nice.
Yeah, back to the ground now. Meanwhile, Nuclear Bird is at the top. They're gonna have to try to downstack this though to be safe. But Silencio is looking to try to build Surge,
Yeah, they have the...
and
Oh!
they
I
break it
mean,
off, and
they
that's
they
enough.
wanted... They wanted a bigger spike. They misdropped the eye, but but it killed anyway.
Yeah, I mean with the situation that Nuclear Bird was in, I think that was enough anyway. Yeah.
Oh, alright. Nuclear had this pretty weird S-spin to do. They couldn't get it in time. Yeah, and Silenzo had time to send off more pressure.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, that eye misdrop from Nuclear Bird. Yeah, it's a bit fatal now with no escape.
That's tough. Yeah. Was that an opener misdrop from Silenzo? I I had the impression that they wanted to go for LST, but like they were forced to break out of it.
Yeah, I mean STSD is really hard. It's really difficult to build, and it's often risky if not planned accordingly. Oh, yeah. There's no escape for Silenzo right there.
Oh, that's a rough misdrop on nuclear side. Okay, but Silenzo didn't really have anything. Yeah. Nuclear was able to get down. Silenzo's pretty high, but they was able to access the clean, and now it's on the offense. Never mind. An almost
They do,
drop.
yeah. they do have to block their well, and there's still several more misdrops at the top. And Silenzo, despite the clean stack they had, Nuclear Bread was able to get out.
Mm. Sozo's again pretty high, but yeah, they still have resources to work with. While let's see, Nuclear's trying to find some back-to-back stack. Oh, that's a pretty nice multiplier coming from Sozo. Nuclear was just struggling to get to the clean, didn't manage to make it in time. Some triple-double action. And
Nuclear
now
Bread's
Nuclear...
staying at the top. Staying dangerous at the top. Oh, I think...
They...
that is it.
The T didn't come in time. Unfortunate.
Yeah, there weren't that much options to work. There weren't that much options to get out of there. Either way, so it's a costly round, and that will tie up the game.
All right, and now Silenzo's in a position to kill, but some misdrops would kind of put an end to that. Oh yeah, and Nuclear was able to get to the clean in time to send to counter Spike back.
Now Nuclear Bread leads 5-4. I think that's their first lead of this round. I think.
What were those misdrops?
It looked really. Yeah, it looked really bad on that side. All right, so Nuclear Bread was trying to set up the LST. Does get some oncoming garbage, but still trying to keep up that back-to-back.
Silenzo has some...
Yeah, Silenzo also has some surge going too.
Ooh, triple-double on top of the well, but... Yeah, because it wasn't like 2 T's in a row, so... And they're in a pretty dicey... Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have the right piece. If they had an S, then they could Tetris down.
Yeah, I think
yeah, the opener.
I think there's kind of a disadvantage of trying to continue surge, because if you're really more confident, having that high confidence, then it'll probably cost you. Because you might just how do you say it? You might overlook it, and you know you set up that T, then there's obviously upcoming garbage, as Nuclear Bird probably timed it.
Makes sense. Nuclear's trying to find back-to-back maintaining. Damn it. Okay, so Salenzo was in the... Yeah, I don't think Salenzo was getting out of that anyway. Too huge of a back surge disadvantage.
Yeah.
More triple-double action.
We love to see triple-double.
Alright, Nuclear was able to downstat. Oh, and... I looked away for another second there. Salenzo had a bunch of misdrops. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looked like it did have downstack potential, but with that L misdrop right there, I think that probably sealed it.
And it's match point already, so Salenzo would need to find something fast.
Oh, that quick 17 spike from Salenzo. Oh, who finds that spin to continue? What
no,
the?
Oh, the almost drop. Very good job surviving, but they need this because this is match point. Oh, but Nuclear's the one with the Surge advantage. They're hoping to maintain it. And Silenzo's desperately trying to find a defense.
Yeah,
Ah, it's
and yeah,
GG's.
Nuclear Bird timing it right to where I think Salenzo had a messy situation immediately. Yeah, Nuclear Bird takes what was it? I forgot what video it was. We'll move on to phase two. What a good it looked like what I forgot. It looked like wait, what was his name again? I forgot. Oh, Salenzo. It looked like Salenzo did lock in for a bit as like with those amount of pressure coming in, like like it looked like usually it will take time to process all of that, but with Salenzo they did it so quickly, like there were they were given so many opportunities for survival and it worked out for them for a little while.
Some really insane survival too, yeah. But Nuclear Barrette definitely, had what it takes to just maintain back to back. All right, well now this is loser semis. Yeah, the next round between Pangees and Zabolts. Oh, Pangees was trying to time there for a spike. It worked out. That's the first point to Pangees.
Oh, that stack RNG. Give him two bulks right there. I'm giving them some of a disadvantage, but they do have to skim it though.
Hmm. All right, Zabolts is down to the bottom of their board though. So yeah, this is pretty neutral because yeah, you see this big big 9-0 well on Pangee's side, but like it's 9-0. It's really hard to build up back to back from a 9-0 well. Neither has the
Yeah,
surge advantage. Yeah. Okay, but
yeah. I mean, unless you're good with doing donations in 9-0 and also find those Kaidons, it could be potential to extend it, but at the same time, it's not preferable, like you said.
oh, did Pangees? I think Pangees was trying to find a back to back. Like they were trying to keep back to back, but yeah.
It looks like
And this
they're
is
they're
also
kind of it kind of looks like they're wiggling their piece a little bit at near the top right there, but they're able to find a way to get out though.
and oh, unfortunate Z misdrop on Zabolk's side. They were doing a good job keeping it back to back. It's kind of unfortunate though, the misdrop. But yeah, now they're in a pretty good spot. Oh,
Ooh, that
this
down stack.
23 combo down stack from. Okay, but yeah, Zabolk's had the surge to defend though. Okay, but we haven't seen any like big yeah, no big surges yet.
Yeah, so far it seemed like it's been the scam game for the most part.
Yeah, I
On
think
that
I think
Panthers is
both
still trying to find Surge though.
yeah, both players are just trying to have this big upstack for, a certain sometimes you see attempts to upstack. Oh wait, no. But as I say that,
Oh,
yeah, we see this 8th surge from Zabox which worked out really well.
Yeah, I mean, like a bit of hesitation from Panja's side. Like, I think they're trying. I mean, like you said, they're still trying. They're trying to figure out their stack, but like
Oh,
in
what
like
is this?
in
We
like
see extended from Panji's. They misdropped it though. All right, well, all right, MKO versus. Wait, but nah, Panji's misdropped their openers anyway. And now Zabox is
ooh,
okay.
almost did their downside from Panja's side. Although they have trouble with the IPs they were trying to figure out. But they managed to complete the downstack though.
And now Panji's is looking to maintain this surge. Gets the spike going, but didn't do much to Zabox as they had the defense. Ooh, this good 16 spike.
Oh, oh,
But
that
yeah,
oh
Panji's had
that
the
read.
down.
Yeah, I like the read from Padres side. Going
Ooh.
well, lots of pressure from Panji's.
All right, we see some search building from both players. Well, LST mostly on Panji's side. Forced to break it from misdrops. Zabox is now pretty in a safe position.
Pushed
Ooh,
up.
yeah, was so close to topping out there. If it was just like maybe just one or two extra lines, they would have been dead. But it paid off. They tanked this clean well, and it worked out for them.
Yeah, yeah, coming with a clutch from Sabolts. And right now, Panji's is struggling a little bit with their stack initially.
Oh, but Zabox also had really unfortunate misdrops. Was able to, yeah, get this 9 combo down stack to compensate. But now Panji's is the one with surge advantage. Zabox is attempting to build up their own back-to-back. Nah, not really. But they had the defense. And now Panji's is in danger.
Oh.
Nice. That's some nice pressure from Zabox.
Yeah, capitalizing off Panji's mistake at the top. That'll give Sabolts an easy win right there. And now Panji's is now like putting on the gas right here. And it
Yeah,
worked
Zabox
off of
Zabox was trying to look for like spins that would maintain back to back, but they had to either block their well or lose back to back, which is like a really unfortunate position for them. And now Panji's is again the one with surge advantage. Had to break it though, and was left in this unfortunate stack. They broke it too fast. Oh no, they played too fast. I think they could have gone out. Where they like stop for a second to think about, how to downstack. This 4.5 PPS extended. And this is a pretty big surge deficit for Zamogs. Panji's
yeah,
broke it, but yeah, it didn't seem to do anything to.
yeah, this is also something I noticed too with extended because like if you know any sort of continuation, Like it opens the door to possibilities for like a huge spike
Oh
if you
yeah,
stack
definitely.
it. Like and Panthers tried to show it right there, but
Yeah,
didn't do
also
much.
because yeah, also because of opener phase, it's like way stronger than it's supposed to be. Cause with only T-spin singles, you can just cancel any upcoming T-spin doubles. Cause of opener phase.
Yeah,
Ooh, Panji's broke back to back, but Zabox had the defense. Okay, but Panji still can keep up with the pressure. With this nice 12. Well, Zabox. Yeah, Zabox also had the defense, had the answer for that. But now Pangees is the person with surge advantage. Some very nice pressure coming from them.
yeah. And right now they're putting on the gas right now. They will send the surge over, but it's not enough. As the
Yeah,
both will send theirs, and they
yeah.
countered.
Zabox had this giant 9-0 well and 2 eyes, so yeah, they're doing a really good job like defending, and well, now they're now pretty even position, I'd say. Wait, never
Yeah,
mind. Yeah, Zabox is the person
oh,
with the surge advantage once again.
yeah. I also showed last round too when Panthers did send their surge again and then Sabos countered it and they were just able to come back and and put Panthers at the top.
Yeah, my impression for this game so far had been Pangees has speed advantage for the opener phase, but yeah, once we enter mid game, Zabox could just defend really well.
Yeah, and not only for that too, but it also shifts the momentum from Panthers too because from what I noticed after the opener, it sort of feels like it sort of seems like that Panthers what is trying to maintain speed, but at the same time there are moments where they're a little bit shaky as well.
Yeah, and we see that with this very unfortunate Zemus drop. Yeah, that's gonna seal the deal. A very distant lead, like very commanding lead for Zabolt right here, 9-2. It's hard for Pangees to coming like okay, but this extended, like this 4 PPS extended might help them.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
this is a
being at the top right now and I think Sabot is trying to time it too. It puts
yeah,
Panthers at a big disadvantage for that.
that's some really good timing from Zabox because they noticed that they could survive the surge, and Pangees was in a really bad spot. All right, our classic DT cannon into C spin. Haven't seen those in a while. Those are always welcome. Oh, and it worked out. Damn. All right, and another classic TKI showdown. All right, both has surge, but Zabox opted for the short break, and yeah, I think Pangees had to break there also because they weren't in the position to keep their backpack.
Yeah, opting to skim for a little bit. However,
23
both
spike,
is
bullet
at the
kill. Zabox seems okay, barely survived, but oh, they have access to nice. Okay, but now Panji's the person with surge. Some good timing there.
and yeah,
Oh,
Sabot's finding these downstack skims and Panthers
Panji
is
was
at the
so close to.
brinks of
Mm.
death.
Was able
Oh,
to access. Yeah,
that
this is
IP is
really
though
nerve
probably
wracking. Yeah, oh, and the Z spin to fix. It's really nice.
Yeah, Panda's still trying to downstack this, but these mistrusts are just
Oh,
more costly,
hmm.
and that's gonna be the game.
Earlier they had this L misdrop, but we're able to fix it elegantly with this L spin. But that the two J misdrops in a row, that's gonna hurt. GG. They fought a really good fight.
Yeah, and honestly, definitely there's no shame for Pandas because they did their best and they prove it right here. But as mentioned earlier, like when they're out of opener phase, or when they break their surge, momentum sort of shifts, and they still try to continue going fast. But it also shows that they were struggling to keep up the pace as well as they started to become shaky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that and caused that caused I keep on forgetting names. I'm so sorry. So that caused the Bolts to capitalize off of Panges, while not only capitalizing but also timing too at the right moments too, and it worked off. It paid off for the Bolts there.
All
You
right, and
see both
now
players.
all right, and now we're just waiting for the next match. We have a Cozy Glow versus Nuclear Bread coming up. We can look at stats while we wait for Hugh. No, never mind. I was gonna say yeah, we're gonna wait for Hugh to enter the room, but nah. They're here.
Cool, cool.
Are we gonna have a warm up? No warm up, it seems. Oh no. All right, we're getting a warm up. I didn't get a chance to look at stats because I was in the game, but well. Ooh, that's a pretty nice 6-3 upstack from Nuclear. The search didn't really do much though.
Right now, nuclear bird is at the bottom right now, trying to find a stack to build off surge from, but does have to do some skimming though.
Was able to get this spike along with like a surge break. But yeah, Nuclear Bread doesn't matter. Yeah, Nuclear Bread's now at the bottom of their board, and
And that's a warm up round. I mean, it does seem like a skim game, for a little bit, but nuclear bird finding kill there. So that'll be warm up round. We're moving on to the real deal.
it was just a warm up. So yeah, you couldn't really tell much from the warm up. I mean, we can always tell it's gonna be a good game, but yeah. Ooh. Nuclear didn't have the chance to build Surge from there, and now Fuse. Ooh, this nice Surge break. Okay,
Yeah, that look
Nuclear was.
really dangerous.
Yeah. They had the defense, but this Almost drop might seal the deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunate for nuclear bread. Hugh will take the first round.
We have. Hmm. I mean, I did see STPC spin from Q, but. Ooh, and that's a
Oh,
nice. I thought Nuclear had a misdrop earlier, but now it's just like a multiplier. And
Yeah,
right
it looked
when
like
Hume is
different.
dropped. Right when Hume is dropped as well. So,
It was perfect timing for sure. I mean, with that crazy sequence of events.
oh, Nuclear tried to time their attacks. It seems to work out here. Oh, a clutch
Oh,
clear.
clutch, double
Oh,
clutch, but weren't able to
wasn't
get
able
to
to
the.
survive though.
Yeah. They almost had the J piece there, but couldn't quite get to it.
Which reminds me, I also need to. Oh no, that won't work. All right, we're pretty neutral here. Although, yeah, Q has a lot of pressure to work with. Oh, but yeah, counter spikes from nuclear break. Oh, and that
Oh,
eye was dropped.
yeah, it didn't look good on the right side of Hughes field, and that will be a point for nuclear bread. Nuclear bread pushed up at the top. Has to skim a little bit, having to make some decision making,
And the
but
eye was
wasn't able
dropped.
to
That's
get to the quad.
painful. Yeah, they were forced to waste at least an eye there. So yeah, couldn't really do a lot with it.
Yeah, I think at that moment they were just trying to find a way to downstack, having to make some compromises with their skimming. That didn't look good, and a side up.
Some search building from nuclear side. Oh, but that
Oh,
misdrop will force them to break. They still have, yeah, this decent upstack. But Q was able to defend and now has access to clean and more clean on this 7-2. Well,
yeah, they do have the stack to just have many opportunities to try to work with this for Hugh, and they still continue having a clean stack, transitioning to the middle.
22 spike. Didn't for okay, and had and broke search. Like Q had to break search.
Yeah.
Made it to the ice bin just in time. Wow. And now they have this really big garbage well to work with, and that's gonna be it.
Both players messed up their opener just a tiny bit.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. They was still able to fix it without wasting too many pieces.
Right now,
And
it's looking
now
a bit dangerous for Hugh right now.
was able to access the clean in time. Oh, but yeah, nuclear broke search there. It didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, right now, Nuclear Bread doesn't have the good stack, but it's still safe for now. But they're still trying to clean it though. Meanwhile, Hugh does have a side well. not the best as well, but it looks rather dangerous when at the top.
Yeah, we don't see a whole lot of pressure this time around. Okay, but now we see some surge building from Hugh. We'll try to keep it. Oh, broke it
Well, they
at 10.
cancel it,
And ooh,
and Nuclear Bird will cancel theirs too. Nuclear Bird is still sitting at the top, very dangerously,
a
but
good
able to get out of there.
multiplier into multiplier 25 spike. Isn't a big number at these levels, but it was enough to get the kill.
I mean, hey, any opportunity counts, and even small ones.
True. Opted for this single to quad to Tetris to keep back to back. Oh, and the team is dropped. Oh, that's painful.
It looked very, very unfortunate.
Nuclear messed up their opener. They wanted to transition to this 5-4 stack, and yeah,
Yeah,
Q
it's
was able
probably
to
gonna
just
be.
get the kill from just like a small search.
Yeah,
Again, we
capitalizing
see
off of Nuclear Bird in time.
we see earlier, which means more STPC action from both.
And right now, Nuclear Bird is looking to build some surge up. Does
Yeah,
have a nice
Q.
sequence going. That
Ooh,
DT
into
cannon though
DP cannon. Awesome. Oh,
does break it, but he was given a nice clean well, and that will work out for Hugh
Hugh had the
survival.
defense, a very nice defense at that. But yeah,
And
Nuclear has this pressure. Couldn't keep going with it though. And Hugh had enough time to downstack. And now Nuclear's in danger. Attempted to build this. Oh, and
oh,
see
oh
those
no,
placements. You hate to see it.
yeah, especially in the middle too. That was probably very very fatal.
Hugh opted for this short search. And yeah, again, I think we're gonna see some extra skimming here because both. Okay, Nuclear had this 16 spike to go with it though.
Yeah, taking
With
it to
this,
granted, and Nuclear Bird does have. Oh no,
Morvis
wasn't
drops.
wasn't quite quick enough to get to the other pieces in time, and Hugh just took the opportunity to kill.
Yeah, and now it's 6-6. Hugh with this surge advantage. Ooh, and that's some very nice T-spin sequence to keep it going. Will they get the kill with this? Yes, they can with that. I didn't get to see the number. Was it like 28 or 29?
I think I saw 29. That was really good from Hugh's side.
Yeah. Ooh, that like ZSZ sequence to keep back to back. Oh, unfortunate for Nuclear.
I think I think if Nuclear Bread was quick enough, they could have probably skimmed the O and then the Z, but unfortunately they were it was too late for that. So, but he will take a point.
He was trying to find for like a pressuring stack, but couldn't find it in time as Nuclear made his way down. And now we're in a pretty neutral. Oh, but Hugh will be the one to get to Force Surge first. Oh, had
Yeah,
to break it because yeah.
they ended up having to break it because of a bit of a cut right there, and he was right now being pushed up at the top. Meanwhile, Nuclear Bread is the one having a good surge advantage. Does break it though, but I think that might
Oh,
be enough. Yeah.
Hugh was able to survive for like a few pieces, but they were just like a bit faster. Or if the eye was just like one piece sooner, they could have gotten away with a more desirable stack. Oh, and what are these misdrops on Nuclear Bread side?
Yeah, after a rough start from Nuclear Bread. But then again, I think Nuclear Bread already had something prepared for to try to put Hugh in danger. Like with that attack that Nuclear did the last round, it was just really painful to probably come back from.
And now we see both players trying to upstack the 7-2 well that they have here. Both have Surge. He was the one to break first, but... Oh, well, never mind. Yeah.
Nice downside from Nuclear Bread.
Oh,
Hugh,
that's that must be a misdrop, yeah. I don't think Hugh meant to place the J down there. And she was just left in this really bad board.
unfortunate.
Oh, some more. I think Nuclear tried to go for a TST there, but that didn't spin. And now they're pretty high up.
Yeah, does find some opportunities to try to counter Hugh and also downstack.
Yeah, but now
Now back on
Hugh
the
is the
ground.
one with search advantage. Ooh,
Oh, and it
this
worked off.
this 19 spike will do, and we're at match point for Hugh.
Yeah, look at Red got off guard there. Was trying to stack a little bit more, but wasn't unaware of what Hugh was about to send.
Already, we're at a pretty neutral position. Both players traded off their early game pressure, but didn't really seem. Oh, never mind. Well, I said that, but yeah, now Hugh's pushed up really high. They were able to survive pretty well though, but a couple of rough misdrops, but nothing that they can fix. And now Hugh with the surge advantage. Nuclear's trying to find the defense here.
And he was very pushed up at the top. Tries to be greedy, ends up having to cancel it.
Yeah, and Nuclear has this nice defense. Oh, that's... Oh, wait.
Oh,
Some really nice
eh,
survival on Nuclear side, but unfortunate.
yeah. They were trying to see if there was another option or something because it did look like it seemed some hesitating as they were trying to find some options, but it was a lot of time taken to be thinking about that, especially at the top. And Hugh just took that
Yeah.
opportunity for granted. Yeah, GG's to both players. They both play similarly, to be honest.
Nuclear had this light speed advantage, but Hugh was able to make it up with their efficiency. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
like
it's time for
efficiency
our
wise and then skimming too.
yeah. Also, it's time for our winners finals here, and we're gonna see a warm up from Batchas versus Agar, our winners finals.
That'll be interesting. Agar really good at down stacking and having some pretty pretty decent decision making. And
Yeah,
Batches like with the surge and efficiency advantage.
yeah, I'll spend knowledge. You
Yeah,
definitely also nice search break from Agar. Well, you definitely also don't sleep on Agar's I'll spend knowledge though.
yeah, for sure. Especially since Agar, like I said, really good at down stacks. So, like even
But you
after a
can't
surge,
really
they could try to find a way to continue the pressure.
yeah, it's all about if what am I trying to say? Because I feel like the win condition for Agar here would be like a good search. Because that's what they can do well. But again, like someone like Batches can totally keep up with the back to back. So yeah, and as I say that, yeah, well, Batches had this search advantage, but yeah, they couldn't quite keep it. They were trying to keep it too much, and then they just died. All right, transition into DPC here. Oh, and
LST for Batches and yeah, a bit
I
of
think Agar,
messiness at the top for Agar.
I think yeah, Agar just had a bunch of misdrops.
Batches
And
messed up their stick spin.
yeah, now it's them. It's Batches with the misdrops now.
Yeah, sometimes Batches is kind of unpredictable because at one point he will probably miss drop, and then another point he'll probably
What was
just do
that?
something crazy.
What was that T spin I saw on Batches side?
Sure, it kind of looked like an ISO. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Whatever
that
Batches
T
did worked
spin.
off.
I don't know enough about like polymer T spins to distinguish them. I think I know how to do like some fins. That's all. I wouldn't be able to tell apart. I don't know Neos and ISOs.
We have
And
to
it's really
trust me, I have to go search up the hard drive of Wiki to see if there's a distinction between like fins, polymers, and ISOs.
yeah.
It's,
The fact that Bobcast is able to pull them off in a game like this.
it just shows that Batches has like even more deeper knowledge of all spins and also these
Ooh.
weird kicks as well.
And now Agar with this 19 spike. They had this nice 5-4 wow. And with a bit of surge, and that was enough for the kill.
Side up to the two.
Was trying to look for oh
Oh,
Agar hesitated too much, trying to look for a way to keep back to back, but Bachas had this spike, opener spike.
yeah. I mean, it's like what you said, not sleep on Batches because I mean Batches is able to pull off these openers well, and if they're able to pull off these openers well, then they have some sort of continuation afterwards.
Ooh,
And
this nice
if
200 APM counter spike from Bachas was gonna take the
yeah,
round.
yeah, and it shows what I just said just now. Batches is able to pull these off very well, especially
Ooh,
if the
Agar.
opponent's not aware.
Now Agar is the one with surge advantage, but this stack is they were able to keep back to back really well though. Oh, and that's some nice yes, by catch. Okay. Was AR trying to go for this like power stack? Oh, but yeah. Was forced to break surge to defend though. Ooh, and now
And in oh
ooh,
oh, but
nice
still finds
defense.
the T. Yeah, this was a good find from Batches. Still continuing on the TSD, and now has a good stack to just like I don't know put Agar into the brinks of death.
Yeah, Agar was pushed up too much there. Oh, some an unfortunate like Z-Das would prevent Batches from taking okay, but fixed it with yeah, a donation and now into transitioned into some ST stacking here. Oh,
Mm. I think Batches was trying to go for a combo opener. As last time I saw Batches going for four whites as well. They sometimes do that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there was any. Their like bag was not right. Was not right for the opener.
all right, some stick spin action. Agar had the defense. Okay, but still, board is still cheesy, while Batches has this pressure to work with.
Not batches. Agar had a quad, but didn't opt to go for it to have a multiplier spike. Instead opting to just skim more. Oh,
Some unfortunate misdrops on Agar's side, though. Oh, but they were able
it
to
did.
survive up to the clean in
Yeah,
time, and another Tetris would save them.
Agar. Dodges is dangerously at the top, but able to quickly find a way down.
Oh, and
That
a
Finn,
insane fin to keep back to back.
yeah, keep back to back, and it sends that surge, but it's not enough to kill Agar.
And now, all right, Batches opted for the sword surge there. Okay, and now Agar with this power stack here. Oh, which might be the kill. Yeah, that's really nice. Batches didn't have anything to defend.
Yeah, the stack. I mean, with that with that J placement there, I mean, in the bag as well. It's like, I mean, what could you do in that situation? Especially since Agar had the stack advantage to just put the game to put the round away.
Rough stack on Agar's side here, but they can still defend. Yeah, I thought I was gonna like spoke too soon, but yeah, nah. Agar Agar managed to get out, but oh, never
Oh,
mind. Yeah, Batches had some nice back-to-back pressure. They had surge plus pressure. It's a really deadly combo.
yeah. I think they were if they were quick enough, they would have potentially would have got out, but it would have probably been too difficult as Batches had like this amount of pressure sending to Agar's way.
Oh, all right, and now Agar sitting on this 11 surge and can still keep it. Broke it with a damn
And it's enough.
37. It was
Yeah, but
T spin after Tetris and then a surge break. I don't think, yeah.
yeah, I think Batches was trying to find a way to start up Surge of their own to try to defend, but unfortunately, this The stack didn't work out for Baptist's favor, and that cost the round. Oh,
Oh, so
Agar
that's
having
a
some cheese.
yeah. Batch has had this
To
yeah this
sacrifice the
really
eyepiece.
this really nice combo, and yeah, that sealed the deal. That's too much cheese for Agar to deal with. I think even if Agar survived that Batches would have time to send enough pressure for the kill anyway. And again,
Uh,
Batches with the oh, that's an unfortunate Jameis drop.
I
Yeah,
mean, Baptist
now
is really quick about it, and like from what we see for this set, it's like very efficient to just find another way to try to put the game away.
we see Agar broke this 14 search, but it didn't do much. And Agar didn't have any continuations because yeah, this the board they were left with was pretty bad.
And right
And
now,
now Batches
Baptist
with
is looking to build.
oh, this nice 17.
Oh,
Batches is still able to keep search. Might be
eh,
yeah, that's
not
he's
able to
been
get
just
to
too
the,
greedy.
but still finds a way out after all of that.
They got away because of Surge, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I mean, serve is not just for offense, it's for defense as well, and it paid off for Botchas there.
Another
And the
Finn
fit,
here. Oh, and no,
they
the
mishealth.
missile.
Oh
No.
no, that's so rough.
So much for another Finn. Agar broke Surge
Oh
early. Oh, it might
yeah,
work.
push the Botchas at the top, and with that misjump, there was no way to go.
They're not going for 6-9. Well, yeah. I mean, they
It's
could,
probably
but
too late for that.
it's too late. All right, and now Batchess with this Surge advantage, but oh, really dangerous stack for Batchess here. All they are able to survive as well. Agar's at the bottom of their board now and is looking to build up some pressure.
Hesitating at the top and couldn't find a way out.
Yeah, I
It's
think
tied up now.
Agar made the really good decision of just not going for a just not keeping Surge and just went for a combo down stack there, which was enough to kill Batchess. Once again, Batchess with the Surge advantage, but a very bad misdrop in the middle of their board would put a stop to it.
Yeah, right now Agar is skimming a little bit, but now finds a way to try to build something.
Yeah, and now they're looking to build up some pressure here. Opted
Yeah,
for
that
the short surge again. It doesn't really do anything, and now Batchess has this surge also broken.
yeah, they look like Batches had a good sequence there, but I guess the pressure broke the surge, opting to try to skim and they're being pushed up right now. But does find some openings to try to get down. Eh,
This nice, yeah.
To
Such a good power stack from not even a power stack, it's just a normal 5-4 up stack for pressure from Agar. But the 8 surge top, you know, complemented that perfectly.
yeah, I mean, it's just saying. I mean, it's just saying because, like I said, like Agar is a good down stacker, and if Agar has an advantage of having the surge and then having a good power stack, then it will probably be like a game changer, and it
Yeah.
showed right there. It's just insane right there that batches survived and then Agar coming out with another spike like you ain't surviving that, you have to survive this.
That's a really good way to put it too. And right now, Bachess is sitting on this 11 surge, had to break it, and Agar also had the defense. Yeah, this is a pretty neutral, position. Both players trying to look for some pressure to work with here. Agar has this pretty cheesy board. Yeah, this is not a good board to work with.
Yeah, and
And
it
yeah,
put
Baptist
Agar
had
at a
all the pressure
disadvantage.
in the world to go for the kill there, and it's match point. Agar needs this point for a deuce. Not a deuce. Wait, no, a tiebreaker. No,
It's a
no
tiebreaker.
win by two here. This might be some really good garbage for Agar.
Well,
Bachess forced to break surge, and so is Agar. Yeah.
yeah, that looked rather dangerous. Oh, the desync, a little bit of a desync.
Oh, this
Now
nice
Igor has
here.
some cheese.
Yeah.
Downstairs it nicely.
Okay, but now Agar with the search deficit.
It looks very dangerous at the top for Agar right now.
Well, they didn't die. Yeah, they had they still tanked all of the garbage, but they were able to survive. Wait. Oh, some
This, yeah, I think. Wait, was it a desync? What happened there?
it was just it was lag cannon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's very rough to, to end on.
it's such an anticlimactic way to end it. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, of all possible endings, it's a desync canon, unfortunately. So batches will move on to grand finals. Agar, um, I'm dropping down to losers finals.
we'll see Agar again, and hopefully they can make it through the losers bracket to see Batchess again at grand finals. And now we'll see who Agar has to face in losers finals. This upcoming would be losers semis between Hugh and Zabolx. We're gonna have a warm up, yeah. Ooh, this is some really nice back-to-back keeping from. Oh, and that ice spin too from Hugh. Zabolx had to tank a bit of garbage there, but was able to survive.
Yeah, so Bulge is a bit at the top right now. Hugh does have a nice, rather comfortable board,
Ooh,
but does have to
opted
cancel
for
surge.
opted for like a short search, like a quick search break there. It did pay off. The spike was really well executed. And
Well,
now,
that
yeah,
yeah, that T placement was rather a decision that I mean placing a T there. I mean that probably just kind of changes the stack a little bit.
yeah, this actually will be a really interesting game to watch. Both are pretty equal in both speed and efficiency, I'd say. So again, it's just one of those games that would come down to who misdrops.
Yeah, and they do
I
and
mean,
from their TL history. I mean, it does seem like that. Sub Bulge does have like top. top 89 in the world right now. Hugh at 128. But yeah, like what you said, it really just depends on who's doing well for the most part.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much every game between every opponent ever. But the thing is that sometimes you see like a fast player versus a slow player. Then it more comes down to if the slow player can pull off a counter spike. Like that's their win con, and here it's more about well, Hugh and Zabox would have a pretty similar win con, I'd say. So now it's about who misdrops more.
I mean, I've seen Hugh battle top players before, so I think so. I know that they'll be able to contend it, but yeah, like you said, it just matters of who's the more consistent and who doesn't misdrop first.
Consistency is yeah a better word for it. True.
Nice downside from Sabots right now. Oh, oh,
Oh, I
you
think
timing a
yeah,
little
someone
bit.
tried to time there. Zabox is an APM eater. I can see. Yeah, I can see where that's coming from now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good way so that way so that not only you're timing but also you're screen watching your opponent too and seeing what they're doing. Oh, if you pushed up at the top, has to deal with some messiness, needs to clean up quickly.
Yeah, but now Hugh couldn't quite find any pressure for the kill here, and yeah. Oh, but this nice 8 combo should be enough to defend her from like garbage from Zabox.
Yeah, yeah. And so far both players are neutral, probably the same board height, almost. Well, um, but so both was pushed up a little bit. Probably will be pushed up a little bit as they try to tank it. He now has a good, comfortable stack to try to build something, but as I say that, bolts answer back with an attack of their own.
Ooh, and now Cozy Glow with this, yeah, 6-3 upstack with Surge. Zabox was able to defend though. Oh, but now very high up. Made it down though, and has access to this big 3-6 wall as well. 18 spike. He was still able to survive. And again, yeah, this is about to be a 2 minute and a half game. I was gonna say where
Oh,
we might see Argentine, but nah. A good search break
yeah.
would do.
Yeah, I mean, even margin time and also high gravity as well. I mean, no, I don't think nobody would want to be there.
Ooh, 24
Oh,
spike. Yeah, that would do.
yeah, caught off guard there from Hugh, and Bolts has a 3 point lead, 3-0 right now.
Oh, but now, oh
A down
yeah, the
stack.
most had the combo down stack there,
Yeah, and that gave
and now
Hughes a
that's
bit of
a yeah.
pressure.
It's just a really cheesy board to deal with. It's not a pleasant position for a Hugh to be in at all.
Yeah, I mean, with a multiplayer like that, I mean, it's really unpredictable of how the garbage will be, and it really showed right there as like after the multiplier spike and Bolts continue to down stack it more.
All right, and that T
Oh, and then
misdrop.
this draw.
That's a really high misdrop too.
Yeah, and that's not
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna do justice for bulks.
And that was also enough time for Hugh to pump out this pressure enough for the kill.
Capitalizing off of it, and both is taking a rather dangerous
Ooh.
decision.
It it's still, yeah. All right, and now it's a pretty, yeah, it's a pretty neutral position.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he
yeah, this takes
does
away
take advantage
from.
of that.
Oh, but all garbage spawned under. Oh, but this is some really nice pressure coming from Q. Oh wait, we
Oh,
see with the
both
waiting
timing.
game. We love this.
No one wants to do it first.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I think.
as a result, the both did execute it far better.
Yeah, Zabox had this surge, but wasn't able to fully utilize it, and so okay, they were able to cancel all the upcoming attacks from Q. Now, again, it's a pretty. Now, I would say I was gonna say even, but Hugh has this 7-8 surge building up now.
And yeah, it looked
21
like a bit
spike.
of
That will
messiness
do
on
too.
Hugh.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen really, really long games from both of these players so far.
And here
Oh,
we go with the timing once again. And
again,
this time both of us have a power stack ready.
Zabox is in the middle of upstack, and then they notice he was like, "Oh wait, they're not sending any garbage. What are they doing? Oh, they're waiting." Oh, okay. Hugh didn't want to accept. She wanted uh, yeah, cancel the garbage there. Ooh, this nice combo from Zabox. It really did. It didn't do much to Hugh though, as yeah, she's still pretty low.
Yeah, and I mean it worked off for both because their smart decision of just waiting until Hugh takes the first spin first compared to like if you would just send like a big attack right now. I mean, I mean, keep in mind the garbage RNG too.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can play the waiting game all you want, but if garbage RNG fucks you up, then yeah,
So
that. Oh, we're doing this again. All right. Zabox decided to. Ooh, that's an interesting decision coming from Zabox. Opted for all the mini spins instead of T spins. Nothing that you can. Oh, well, but this is a really rough. Oh, and she survives. That's incredible. Oh, and now Hugh sitting on this 3-6 upstack was able to defend against Zabok's surge. Zabox is
yeah,
building up surge again, and
and he was timing once again. So,
yeah, Hugh didn't want to. He was waiting for the break. Oh yeah, and this time the wait worked out for Zabox. They knew that they had to kill if they could, wait successfully. but like, okay, I get that the weight is, strategic, but let's be honest, we don't really want to like watch two pieces kind of just falling down.
Yeah, and oh, right now, yeah, both didn't have quite an escape right there. So both still has a 5 point lead, but Hugh isn't that far off from trying to tie it up.
Yeah, and plus this is the first through 11. So there is a 2 point buffer, but you could take this back at any time. Ooh, and yeah, Hugh was in a pretty dangerous position earlier, but was able to successfully defend. And now, oh, the Zabox had pressure, but yeah, they misdrop, and so they had to step off the gas pedal there. Ooh, some spiking and counter spiking from like both players, but yeah, because a lot of garbage here was just canceled, and so no one is in any danger here.
Yeah, right now, Hugh is taking the opportunity to try to build something here.
Zabox, yeah, okay, Zabox had this upstack, not upstack, but an attempt to spike, but it was on an 8-1 well, so it didn't really work out for them. He was down low. Oh, but two misdrops in a row. This might be really bad. Oh yeah, Zabox gets the kill.
Yeah, just there's not much for Hugh to do there, as she was kind of trying to find some options, but a bit time played a role in that.
He was just flying through this, yeah, this opener phase right now, and okay, but Zabox is, they had the defense, and now
Sebults does have a rather clean stack to work with, and they're trying to utilize it properly. But right now, Hugh is trying to prevent that from happening.
yeah, the Fractal might be a bit greedy though. He also had a misdraw.
Yeah,
Okay,
right
but
now,
this
and
is
right
a
now,
really
right,
board for Zabox to deal with.
yeah, having some cheese is not pleasant right now, but
Oh,
they're
okay.
able
Well,
to
as
get
I,
out of there.
yeah, they was able to get out, and ooh, that's some really nice like overhang prophecy kind of thing. Opted for the short search break there, and that might do it. Oh,
Yeah,
I, he was pretty close to to a good survival there. Unfortunately, the board was too cheesy, and yeah, Zabok just had the pressure there.
and I think either way, Hugh does have an did have an eyepiece in hand, and also on and hold as
And we're
well, and
waiting again.
I think that would have. Well, we like to see waiting.
Yeah, because I think Zabolts had this another spike that so they want to accept to. I think they were just hoping to get the kill because why else would you wait? I guess you wait for other reasons too, but I feel most of the weight coming from this game would be because you think that the spike could give you the win.
I mean, it yeah. I mean, it depends. the spike and the type of garbage you will receive afterwards. I mean, as mentioned before, it's just dependent on RNG, but well, but also timing is also good at survival as well. If you have like a plan ready to try to mitigate attack, play on defense, or have something ready to play on offense, it will pay out in the end.
Ooh, 24 spike from Zabox. He was able to survive, but this is still a really bad board, yeah. Zabox had this 6-3 upstack. It worked really well in their favor. Oh, a misdrop, opener misdrop for Cozy Glow. This might be bad. Like, really bad. Especially when Zabox has this surge pressure. Oh, they broke it, but yeah, nothing. It didn't seem to do anything. It didn't seem to do a lot. And now
Ever.
Cozy Glow is sitting on this. Oh, but so much hesitation. They they thought they spent a few seconds thinking how to best set up a spike on this well, but Zabox sent a lot of pressure in the meantime.
Yeah, and they look like that Sabos did have like a huge advantage over the stack considering their cleanness, and then their ability to downstack that afterwards just rather fatal for Hugh to deal with.
Oh, that C misdrop though.
Oh,
Yeah, earlier Hugh was trying to time their STPC spike, but it didn't really work out in their favor, and Zabox was able to just send a lot of cheese to them.
I mean, at that
But
moment, you would. I mean, at that moment, if you're trying to time an opener such as STPC, you have to have like a plan for like a follow up, like a counter attack. Because keep in mind, like if he was able to find a continuation after STPC, then it'll probably be a bit dangerous if you're not well
yeah,
aware or doesn't have anything planned.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. Oh, and if I had a nickel for every time we do this, um, well, there isn't really a continuation here though, as in, well, what would Hugh do next here? Okay, send off the
Yeah,
TST and Zabox. Yeah, Zabox wanted to
yeah,
defend there, and they were able to do so. Ooh, good color clear.
and it's just like what I said. Like, I mean, timing is good, so that way, I mean, you'll see what the other person is doing, and then try to find a follow up.
Oh, Hugh had the surge going, but they were forced to break it because of a misdrop. And now Zabox is sitting on this, yeah, 5-4-4-5 level. Oh, that's a really nice
Ooh,
first break, but ooh, he was able to defend.
yeah, I like where Sabolts
Still in
did
it.
there,
Oh,
but he was just
barely
able to get a.
survived.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, survived temporarily, but he did a good job of surviving initially, but didn't unfortunately survive the second time.
She was also, yeah, she was also just trying to find like a way to, defend against all of Zabox's pressure. The pressure was just too much though.
And yeah, and with the timing that Sabolts does have, because it really worked off in such as that case that it put you at like at the top of the board, and at the top of the board it would be rather fatal or rather panicking if you don't have any other escape plan.
Okay, well now it's the losers finals. Agar against Zabox.
All right, and
And we will see a win.
once again both similar. I feel like I think this is gonna be this. I think it's gonna be a similar game too.
Similar as in both would have
Like
similar.
like the way that the both times and the way that I mean, both players also kind of go for power stack too, from what I've noticed.
Yeah.
And and you know, I mean, and not to
Yeah,
mention,
I do.
yeah,
I do get it.
I think that's what I picture it. They're both pretty similar from what I saw from the previous games. Able to be efficient, able to down stack, and also set up these power stacks as well when they have like a surge advantage or a good well.
All right, and now Agar has a lot of pressure going on with, yeah, a big surge advantage. Oh, wasn't able
Oh
to break it to defend though.
yeah, so those finding those final quads and putting Agar at the top right now, right there.
That was actually a really fun warm up to watch because you see a lot of clean exchanges, like just T spins after Tetrises, and so they end up just exchanging a lot of clean to each other, which is this really interesting dynamic to watch.
That's for sure.
Yeah, while earlier Zabox against Hugh, we see a lot more cheese.
Yeah, it kind of comes back to us the thing that they'll probably play very similarly this match.
Ooh, Zabox opted for the earlier surge, hoping to kill Agar. It didn't work out, and yeah, Agar was able to get the kill to counter spike, counter surge, if you will.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Ooh, this is some fortunate garbage RNG for Zabox here. Agar was, well, barely survived.
And suppose working
That's
their
scary.
way down, but they unfortunately fell. I think I also saw a downstack opportunity, but they kind of missed it there.
Yeah, I think they were going for questionable skims, I'd say.
Yeah. Wait, was it Supposed or was it? Did I say Supposed or Agar? I was looking at Agar's score. I was gonna say Supposed on accident.
It happened. But yeah, this. Ooh, that's a really nice like T spin into J spin sequence for Zamox there. Oh, but now in a lot of danger. They need to get down. Was able to get to the clean end time.
But wasn't able to get to that S spin though for Agar's side.
They're still surviving, yeah. Okay, now Agar at the bottom trying to look for more pressure to work. Oh, finds this nice all clear. Damn.
Yeah, that was very nice. And finding that
It didn't.
skimming into
Yeah.
the PC.
Yeah, it didn't really send a lot though, because Alston sends only 5 lines in season 2, so you don't really get. It's hard to get excited seeing all clears, and this nice
Yeah,
like 10 search break from Zabox will do it.
yeah. Like all clear is still kind of still plays significantly because not only it contributes to surge if you happen to do one um happen to do one while you have it having surge active, but also since 5 lines. That's like almost a TSD, and it's still pretty good.
And yeah, if you get all clears, you get style points. That's the most important part.
Yep.
All right, we see stick spin versus, yeah, some TKI. Oh, some nice pressure coming from Agar here. Oh, nice defense from Zabox. They're still pretty high, but they need to use this well. They need to be able to use this well. Oh, wait. I didn't notice that Agar broke Surge already. Still has a lot of good pressure to work with, though. And yeah, that 17 spike will
Yeah, so yeah,
do the
breaks
deal.
it and
Zabox? Okay, they spent the first 5 seconds doing nothing. So was it just like DC? Not DC, but lag or
I
yeah,
think
because now
yeah, it does look like a bit of lag from Sybil's side. But it doesn't seem too bothering though.
yeah, they still have all the pressure to keep up with Agar's APM, but I say it though, but Agar's was still able to consistently get these nice fractal and a Tetris to follow up. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big
So
spike.
the bolts misdropped their LPs there and couldn't quite be able to skim that. That would have probably had them escape. So ER
Zabox
takes the
didn't get
point.
the that's I don't know how to feel about that. That's
What
a
happened?
that's a quad, that's a Tetris PC that they refuse to take there.
Tetris PC.
Oh, but now
I
Agar
think
with the major surge disadvantage. And Zabox gets the point.
I'm not sure if it's because they just wanted to downstack a little downstack, or just rather go option for downstack than just go for the Tetris PC. Because after the PC, I mean,
Ooh.
there's other options too.
A good 20 spike from Agar would help them defend against Zabox spike. Not spike, but surge.
Well,
Another surge break from Zabox, but Agar still has the defense. Still has the response for that. Zabox is going for another pouch stack. Again, it didn't really do anything. And now we're back to a pretty neutral position. Zabox is trying to get down. 2 eyes in a row.
oh, that
But
nice
again,
downstack from Agar.
yeah, Agar still had the resources to deal with the spike that Zabox had. Ooh, this nice short search break from Agar. Zabox almost survived that, but some extra pressure from Agar would kill there. Alright, Zabox opted to accept a lot of lines here.
Now Agar is pushed up at the top right now. Has to compromise their stack a little bit to try to get down. Works
Yeah, and
out,
now
but
they're
they
also
do have
at a
to
search
swing a little bit.
disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Zabox
No.
attempted.
Oh, there's no way out of
Or
that.
Agar was a piece too late. That's
I think if they didn't go, I think if they didn't place that S there in, I mean, it would have. I think Agar would have had an escape, but placing that S there probably compromised everything, as it caused the board to be a bit flat. Which with the board being flat is usually very difficult to escape from a situation like that.
ooh, this insane 25 spike multiplier from Agar. Zabox still had the defense, but is now in a pretty dicey situation. The surge that Agar built up wasn't quite enough, though. That left Zabox with enough time to run away. Oh, this might... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say this might do it, though, but as I say that, Zabox had access to clean.
Yeah, and it
What?
does seem like, yeah, it does seem like Savot does, well, did have kind of a setup there, but had to bail.
That was a really ambitious setup that Zabox tried to go for. Couldn't quite pull it off, though. Ooh, insane survival from Agar. I thought they was. I thought they did have a
Oh,
way out there. No, they proved me wrong. That's such a good sequence there, and also the kill, incredible.
it worked out for Agar. Oh, well,
Ooh, the
that
nice
nice
surge
down
break with
stack.
the 20 spike.
Yeah,
Zavolta wasn't able to get to the eye in time and had no resource to defend the spike.
yeah. I mean, it looked like from their board, they were trying to quickly try to reach a down stack opportunity as fast as they can. But at the end, they did mess up a little bit from what I saw. And you know, it's pretty common if you're trying to rush things, it probably end up badly. Probably might pay off.
Yeah, especially given that these players are under pressure, like from, it's because it's losers finals, right?
Hmm.
Agar with this, a lot of pressure even at the bottom of their board, building up some surge here, forced to break it to,
Yeah, now
to
opting.
access the clean wall.
Yeah, and now opting to skim it as well. And so both is
Zabov
pushed
was
up at the
forced
top.
to wait both eyes. They were forced to break both eyes to, yeah, to fill up the cavity.
Yeah, and it paid
Right,
off.
and
And-
okay, but
Oh,
once
but
again, that
that
Zim
S
is
piece is
dropped. Though I was gonna
really.
say, yeah, neutral position, but as I was about to say that Zabov's
Oh,
misdrop.
that nice.
That's a
That
really nice,
nice find from Sabolts right there. Able to escape from there, and now has a clean well. Converts it to a clean
and
well.
they
But Agar also has a clean well too.
Agar was they also able to have a clean well themselves and Jing pressure here. This is incredible to see, to watch.
It's the battle. It's the battle of who pressures first, and Agar wins
But
that.
time, this time around, Zabox didn't have the stack to defend against all that pressure.
Oh, that James drop from Sabolt's side. Agar is still down stacking a little bit. Not going for surge right now. It's just
Oh,
more preferably trying to find a comfortable stack while also surviving it.
they were able to. Oh, and now setting up
Oh,
a 28 fight. Damn, that will do.
that's
Like
very
two
huge from
T-spins.
Agar.
Yeah, two T-spins with a Tetris and a Surge Break. If that doesn't kill, then, well, I don't know what else would. Oh, unfortunate Jameis drop. I was able to. Oh, but now Zabox has the Surge advantage. and we'll try to keep this up. Breaks it in a 20 spike. Does
Yeah,
Agar have a way out? He such an insane survival. But now Zabox again with the surge advantage. Oh, and Agar still lives that. Wow.
yeah. Igor does have a nice stack. Not messy, but it still could be viable. But
Oh,
but did block their well right there.
unfortunately, he couldn't get to the TPs in time. Oh, and now Agar's sitting on this 3-6 garbage. Well, ooh, has a nice surge break to counter Zabok's surge.
Yeah, yeah. I think right now, I think from what I see right now, Agar is more preferably trying to go for power stack than going for back to back at the moment. Like they just like they will have a weld and they do their back to back, but then and after a while they'll just start down stacking, which also works too.
Right, and now, yeah, it's pretty neutral. We see these two exchange some blows here and there. Oh well, never mind. Oh, but Zabalto's able to survive that spike. But now Agar with this surged advantage. Sabe is hoping to keep it, and Zabalto with these bad misdrops. They still has the maybe.
No.
That was too much for Zabox to deal with. Valiant
Yeah, which
effort
is
nonetheless.
you got with the right type of surge, extend it off and then put so both already had a disadvantage considering the stack they had on the right side.
And now it's match point for Agar.
Agar is looking to get back into grand finals for that rematch against Botches again. Meanwhile, Sabos is
Yeah,
trying
and
to find a way to come back.
yeah, but Agar has this 5-point buffer, and so Zabox would have to try really, really hard. Oh, this 21 spike might do though.
Oh,
Zabox,
yeah,
no, Agar, uh, really good survival from Agar. Unfortunately, yeah, a little bit extra pressure from Zabox would do.
yeah. And I mean, from what I see from Agar, Agar did try to survive and also send a little bit to Sabok's side, but at the same time, Sabok was also timing it as
Ooh.
well, and that gave Sabok an advantage and key to just take the round there.
Oh, but not this time though. Zabox didn't have much time to time this one, as Agar opted for this really efficient, mm, well executed short surge. GG. And that's gonna be losers finals. Really well played game from both players here, but Agar managed to come out on top. Back to grand finals for a rematch against Batches. Roll to H rank.
Yeah, we're back to seeing these two again. This time, Agar needs to win 2 times to be able to take the tournament. Batches only needs to win one. And Agar, I mean, we already seen what Batches can do in terms of efficiency and just finding these ways to survive. So timing as well, and the downstack they have as well. Like a lot of things that Batches has and
For the
has
bracket.
knowledge of. And Badgers from what we saw, I mean, so despite both players having sort of similar play styles, Agar able to take it on top and win the set against the both there. In terms of down stacking ability and a little bit of all spin as well. I think that will be key to Agar's game. By the way, the winner of this will get. Oh, by the way, the winner of this will get 15 points. Second place will get 11 points. Right now, so both just wrapped up third place, so that means they get 8 points for this tournament. And keep in mind, this is the last qualifier for this portion of the TWC circuit. What I mean is that it's about to become the end of April, so the first 16 invitees will get invited. The first 16 players will get invited. Oh, really?
Alright, well, some technical difficulties, I'm back up.
No
Oh,
worries.
alright, this damn insane 21 spike from Batchest. Oh, they were looking for some kind of piece in there, but didn't quite get it. And this 29 spike from Agar would kill.
Right now, I'm just checking TWC rankings. But yeah, as Snowman said in chat, Sabas already has their points locked in, so yeah, they won't be receiving points from being third place. Okay, back up to the match here. Um,
Alright, and Batchest is sitting on the. Ooh.
yeah, with that awkward stack that Batches had, I think that was still enough to KO Agar there. A bit of messiness from Batch's side. Try to get down fast as they can, but Agar also had a clean side well, and they were able to, and they
Oh, we're
converted
gonna see a
into a
4Y.
10-1.
Yes.
Let's go.
They didn't quite get the combo down though. Did send a lot of cheese to Agar's side. But now, yeah, Batchess with this surge advantage, this tiny bit of surge advantage will do.
Yeah, I mean, utilizing the 4Y to give Agar some cheese and then follow up with some pressure to continue it off from there.
It's it's still funny to think about it, yeah, as in it's an actual strat.
It still
Oh,
kind of is. I mean, especially with the cheese, if you send them cheese and then you follow up with the pressure, or if you're lucky with a good RNG, well, you probably might have a chance at a 4Y to quad multiplayer.
oh, and transitions into DBC, yeah, and now some unfortunate misdrops from Bachesta with oh they're able to survive though? Not
Oh,
quite after that team is dropped. Oh, what is this ambitious? Oh, damn. While
yeah,
Bats
Botch is
had
going
this,
for the power stack.
yeah, it did work out. It didn't really get the kill, but at least yeah, they didn't die from it. And oh, might get the kill from this though. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I mean, it still was enough to give Agar some pressure, but also give Batches a bit of momentum to just continue doing what they want and what
Oh,
they're
that's.
best at.
Oh, I thought that was like an open a miss drop, and we see King Crimson on Bachas's side. Incredible.
Batches has to downstack this though, but still cancel all of Agar's press attack.
Oh,
Oh,
was that a misdrop? Because saw an eye just hanging there.
yeah, yeah, I think it was a misjump, yeah.
That was just unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, and now, yeah. Oh, I thought it would be a DPC for Bachas there. Oh, and now they have this 18 spike. Wouldn't really do much to Agar though. Oh, some nice pressure coming from Agar. Looking to build up more back to back. Oh, but that team is dropped. And while Bachas hasn't, yeah, now Bachas's misdrop might be deadlier here. They also
Yeah,
slowed. They also slowed down significantly while trying to think of a way to fix the misdrop.
yeah, and it did, and I mean, Batches, I mean, Agar did also have had a nice skim down stack there, and I mean that's one way to win a game. If one person's in trouble, then you have time to get out of there and then try to follow up with an attack or play on offense. We're
All
still
right,
tied
we
up, by
see.
the way.
Yeah, this is a really even game. Oh, this nice
Oh,
27 spike from Agar might seal the deal.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, Botch is still
really
racing to
insane.
get out, able to get out.
Batchess was
Baptist is
so
still at the
close to
top.
not getting the quad though, but now with this search deficit, oh, still able to stay pretty low on their board. Has downstack all the garbage. Oh, but this
Oh,
Imus drop. No, but
yeah,
Agar.
that's gonna cause some trouble there.
Oh,
Agar does have the stack. It's still continuing
oh,
surge and sending constant pressure.
that's
Um,
pretty insane. Yeah.
yeah, nicely executed by Agar there. Agar will take the lead. Oh, well, Bottas responded with that nice down stack into like a clean well, and Agar had no idea what to do there.
Again, another search deficit for Agar here. And it doesn't seem like, oh, but this misdrop though might cause, yeah.
Oh, and that nice down stack from Bottas there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
did
will
send a lot of
definitely.
cheese. Yeah, sends a lot of cheese plus the kill over to Agar.
I mean, with that constant sending of combo and the
Finally, someone.
cheese
Yeah. Also,
is
finally,
really,
someone takes the quad PC. It's always nice to see.
yeah, it's really awesome. It's really interesting when those happen. Oh, but
Oh,
wait, Agar has
oh,
an out.
and
He
he
gets
found
out.
it. Nice. Oh, but now, yeah,
Oh no.
Batches has a lot of back-to-back pressure to work with here, plus Surge, and realistically, Agar couldn't really do anything with it.
I mean, with that cheese there, I mean, it was gonna be really hard to get out of there anyway. But Agar tried to survive for a brief moment there, despite all the
Oh,
constant pressure. Fortunately, it
okay,
came
now,
down to that misdrop.
and Agar didn't have the right pieces to downstack. Was forced to block the garbage well, and it's match point, it's tournament point for Batches.
Yeah, Agar needs to win four more to bring it to a bracket reset, which is pretty hard to come back, but anyone could do it. It's Agar. Agar has Agar has Agar could Agar has all of these keys to winning, like down stack efficiency and getting out of situations like cheese and also botches misdrops too.
But 3 more points
Oh,
still for Agar to win.
and it's looking
And
rather
now,
dangerous for Agar. But
yeah,
they're able to.
this wave of like surge is just, oh, this is a really nice combo
Oh,
from, oh,
oh!
but, oh, and Batches has a combo of his own, and that's game.
I think Agar might have had an out. I'm not sure. I mean, it looked pretty. I mean, it looked pretty tough at the top, but might have saw the bag for a bit in the type of stack they had. I think they probably might have had an out, but it would probably been too difficult anyway, as Batches probably had the opportunity to just pressure Agar.
Yeah, Batches still put out like enough pressure for the kill here.
Yeah,
GG's.
and that's it for Stratosphere 129, and yeah. So I think because Batches already has
They're not gonna
uh,
gain
this
any TWC points. right?
Yeah, because they already have enough points to lock in, and since considering this is a small tournament, I think the point Batches gains is relatively small, so I don't think Batches will gain anything from this. However, I think Agar will though, and
Yeah, and as we're gonna, April's about to end, and so we're gonna see, we're
yeah,
gonna see,
uh,
yeah, the top 16 players on the current TWC leaderboard move on to the main event.
yeah. If anyone in the tournament is somehow near the border, then and they just got points, well, you're in luck. But for now, the first 16 people will get invited, and so we'll be ready for the next set of inventees for next month. And with that said, thank you guys for watching Stratosphere 129. They'll keep an eye
Yeah,
out for
thank
the
you guys.
next qualifier. There's also rating as well if you want to gain more points. And yeah, there is a tournament going on at Call Me Stars Twitch called Ritual Rumble. It's a TEC tournament. So there's still more block stacking to be had. So if you're interested in more Tetris
Yeah,
competitiveness,
stick around.
well, you're in luck. Anyways, this has been Danny and Neutral.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming with me
thank you for having me. Yeah, and all
for
right,
production
good
as well.
tournament.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun. Have a good Sunday. Have a good Monday wherever you are. See ya later.
All right, thank you all for coming. See ya.